I like how that sounds. How you sound over there? Because we're recording, nigga. This is episode 10.
10 episodes?
10 weeks in a row, nigga.
Is it 10 weeks?
We did every week. This is episode 10. If you don't like how I'm talking, I'm sorry.
Damn, bitch.
I don't give a fuck. You gonna hear me today. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear Brandon like that. But I'm gonna speak up today. This is P, Pernell, PJ, whatever you want to call me, all my nicknames. This is P. I'm back. This is episode 10 of the Insensitive Podcast, people. Welcome back if you're listening. I'm gonna talk like this every episode now because I like this. I like how this volume looks. What's up, nigga? This Brandon's over there. How you doing?
What up, nigga?
What up?
What's up with y'all?
You hear that Kendrick in the background? It's a classic.
Trash.
This is Good Kid, Mad City. If you never heard of this, you're fucking tripping.
Nigga, he's trash.
Don't do that. Damn, it sounds way louder. Alright, but anyway, we back, y'all. I'm gonna calm down now. It was just a little... I was gonna say something crazy. Oh, man.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Alright, so if you listen today, we appreciate you coming back, people. This is episode 10, like I said. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do that now. If you haven't already. If you listen on SoundCloud, we appreciate you listening on SoundCloud. Send your Q&A questions. We got a Q&A segment at the end of this episode. Those are all going to askinsensitivepod@gmail.com. ASKN, no I, and insensitivepod@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. All those links will be in the description tab on YouTube and on SoundCloud. I said last week that we were working on the Apple Podcast. That will be coming within the next week. We're almost done with that.
Should take 3 days for us to do it, but we still got to wait to get it accepted. It should be up before the next episode. That would be good.
Yeah, then we'll be good. So we will let you guys know when that is official. And I think that's all I got for the intro. What else we got today? We got music segment. We got sports segment. We got shoutout segment. We got what's trending. We got one thing for entertainment. And then we got the Q&A segment. Like I said, for the third or fifth time, this is episode 10. And we about to get started. You ready, nigga? No guests today. I want to say shout out to our last two guests, our nigga Ryan, our nigga Chris. We appreciate you guys coming on here. We'll have more guests coming forward. If you want to be a guest on the podcast, kindly let me know, and I will let you know if you are rejected or accepted. So, what else I want to say before we get started? I'm having a barbecue.
Stop being white.
I'm having a barbecue this Sunday for the NFL season opening. Also for my baby's birthday. Her birthday is this Friday. So we're doing the end of the summer barbecue. It's going to be a sunny day here in, I'll say Atlanta, Georgia. Even though it's not really Atlanta, Georgia. It's going to be a sunny weekend. But let me be serious. I'm having an end of summer barbecue. We're going to watch the week 1 games. We're going to be drinking. We're going to be smoking. We're going to be cooking. We're going to be eating. We gonna be fucking. We gonna be doing
what? Whoa! This guy.
We doing all that shit.
It's gonna be like that party they had at Don't Be a Menace.
Yeah, niggas fucking on this for
fucking on this.
But if you want to come to that, I'll send out invitations to the people that came to my first 2 parties. You already know how those first 2 parties went. If you were there, this ain't gonna be like that. This is gonna be in the daytime. This is gonna be some cool laid back shit. We gonna watch the games. We gonna celebrate my baby's birthday. We gonna fucking eat. We gonna be chilling, man. So if you want to come out to that and I don't see an invite, just let me know. That's gonna be what this Sunday. What you say? I didn't hear what you said.
I said don't come.
Nah, but it's probably not even gonna be that many people like the parties were. But I'm trying to keep it like cool. I don't want fucking my neighbors to start tripping. But so yeah, I think that's all I got. 4 minutes in, that's the intro. That's all we got. So we gonna jump into this music shit, y'all. Let me turn the music down a little bit. Can I still hear it? Yeah, I can still hear it. Alright, so we gonna jump into music. So the first thing we got, we were talking about last week. We were talking about Pusha T. It was being reported that he was putting a song out. Funk Flex put out a tweet. Everybody was trying to make it seem like he was gonna come at Drake for what Drake said on Joe Budden's live, all that bullshit. You know, everybody was speculating that he had some words for Drake. That was absolutely wrong. We said that might not happen. Of course, that was absolutely wrong. He put out 2 songs. I
didn't say that.
I said it might not be true, but he put out 2 songs. One is called Sociopath. That's with Cash Doll, and another one is called Coming Home. That is featuring Miss Lauryn Hill. None of the songs he didn't have anything to say about Drake. It was just 2 regular songs.
You don't need to say anything about Drake.
Said what? Can't hear you, sir.
He don't need to say anything about Drake.
Yeah, he don't. He really don't. He don't need to say shit about Drake. So yeah, he put out 2 songs. He did an interview with Ebro, I think, on Beats One Radio, and he was talking about his album was coming soon. I think he said it was about like 9 songs. I think they're produced by Kanye, all 9 songs. I don't like that amount of songs, but that's what Pusha T does. He doesn't really put a lot of songs on his album.
What you got against the number 9?
About 9? Nothing. I don't have nothing against number 9. I just don't like that little bit of songs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't like that. But yeah. So Pusha T's coming soon. If you're a Pusha T fan, I'm pretty sure on his album he will have something to say to Drake, for sure. I think that's a given that he's gonna say something to Drake on at least on one song on the album. He's gonna say something.
Unless it's just a dub because he don't need to say anything.
He will. He don't, but he will. He will. Just because it's Drake. And he wants to stay relevant.
Stay relevant.
He's going to say something.
Yes. Since you want to stay relevant.
How's the music sound? Is it too loud? No, it's not loud enough. I like that. If you don't know who this is, this is St. John. This album is called Ghetto Lenny's Love Story. I don't even think that's what it's called.
I'm telling you, these niggas gonna click off of this shit if you keep talking like that, yelling at them.
I fuck with this dude. His name is it's called Ghetto Lenny's Love Songs. I'm sorry. I fuck with his album. I'll say.
Bro, yo, I'm about to leave, bro.
Anyways, moving on. What we just talked about? Pusha T, the baby. He did an interview. He's gonna come out with an album pretty soon. He said it's called Kirk.
Kirk what?
Kirk Franklin, nigga. No, it's called Kirk. The baby said his album is called Kirk. It's coming soon. He did a nice little interview. He was talking about how he started rapping and shit like that. I'm not gonna play all that because I don't feel like that.
Actually rap, man.
But he was saying in the interview that he was just playing around in the beginning. Like somebody was trying to get him to come to the studio, and then he did like a song with a whole bunch of niggas, and he just stood out over everybody. And then the nigga kept asking him like, "Bro, when you gonna come to the studio?" And he didn't even want to do it.
Yeah.
But he said he did it. He just did it just to do it. And then now look. So anybody that's an aspired rapper, if you got any type of dreams, this nigga wasn't even taking that shit serious.
Well, I mean, don't be trash.
Yeah, don't be trash. If you trash, you gonna be trash. But obviously, this nigga, the baby, turned out to be good.
Then great. Trash people itself. So
yeah, that's true. So yeah, the baby's album is coming soon. He didn't give a release date. He just gave the name. It might change. You know how rappers are. They change the names at the last minute. So he said it's called Kirk. I don't even know if that's his fucking name. Let me look. What's the baby's real name? He's not from Atlanta though. Let me see what the baby's name is. His last name is Kirk. Jonathan Lindell Kirk, also known as Baby Jesus. That's what it says.
Is he Baby?
Born December 22nd, 1991 in Cleveland, Ohio. His origin is Charlotte, North Carolina. Labels, $1 Billion Baby, and let me stop fucking playing. Alright, so the baby's coming soon. What we got next? Kanye West. He is dropping an album on September 27th.
I said I seen the track list, but it was speculated, right?
Kim Kardashian went on to I think Twitter. She posted a track list.
She posted that?
Yeah, she posted. I think she did that before. She did that with his. She's done that a lot of promotion stuff for him. I don't know if it was shoes last time, but she's done something like this before. The album title, it looked like it's going to be called Jesus is King. Some of the song names we have: God Is, Baptized, Wake the Dead, Through the Valley, Sunday, Sweet Jesus. So September 27th, that's the date at the bottom. The track list is actually next to a Bible on Psalm, I think it's Psalm 57 verse 6. The Bible is right next to it. So she made sure to do that in the picture. So Kanye West coming soon. A lot of videos is coming out of Kanye West's Sunday service thing that he does. I think it's actually pretty dope, the shit that they be doing. He says it's not church. I don't even think this is going to be a gospel album. People are saying that they think that this is going to be a gospel album. I don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
I don't think it's going to be a gospel album. I think it's just. I think the song names are just the song names. I think it's going to be a rap album. I don't think it's going to be any gospel. I think there'll be gospel themed type songs like beats.
Maybe beats.
Yeah, but I don't think this is going to be a gospel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kanye West coming September 27th. What we got next? Meek Mill. All of his criminal charges have been dropped. He pleaded guilty to one gun charge with no further penalty, and the Philly DA has dropped all of Meek Mill's charges.
I think he only did that so he could just put it all behind him. That's what.
Yeah, well, that's good. So congrats to Meek Mill. Round of applause.
Yeah,
clap, nigga, clap. This nigga clapping with 2 fingers.
I think he just did that so he can just put it all behind him.
Yeah, I mean, that's good though.
That shit no more. He just want to move forward. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's good. Congratulations to Meek Mill. Funny story about Meek Mill. Let me tell my story. Meek, if you ever hear this, nigga.
Damn.
No, I don't really. So what was this?
Getting all red and shit.
So this was
flaring and shit.
Let's rewind to 2012. I was living in Boynton Beach, Florida, where I was born and where I'm from. Let me take a sip of my water for a second before I finish this story, please, and thank you.
This nigga took a little bit too much coke today.
I don't do coke. Do not let this nigga say that.
I don't know.
I have never done coke. On my mama, I have.
Y'all can't see how he itching right now. He itching his neck.
I have never done coke a day in my life. So let's rewind. 2012, Memorial Day in Miami, South Beach. Every year Memorial Day, there's a whole fucking, I don't even know what you want to call it, celebration party. It's died down every single year, but I was down there with my cousin. We got fucked up on Ciroc. That was the first time I've ever been drunk in public. The last thing I remember, this nigga had a big ass, shout out my nigga Poot. I've been meaning to put you on here too. I'm gonna call you one of these days. We gonna have a LeBron conversation. My cousin Poot, he got a big ass bottle of Ciroc. I had a cup. It's hot as fuck outside. It's hot as fuck. The last thing I remember, I poured the cup out. Next thing I know, 7 hours later, I wake up. I'm in the bed surrounded by my dad, my cousins, my friends. Everybody's just surrounded at me laughing.
I wasn't there.
You wasn't there.
I would have laughed at you though.
Yeah. I wake up. They show me the video. I'm walking around acting crazy. I'm telling everybody J. Cole's that nigga. Screaming at everybody. I'm fucking cursing at hoes. What did I say to the girl? Do you remember?
I don't know. I can't even remember.
I called a girl a bitch or something like that. I was talking crazy. My cousin telling me to chill out. Making long story short, I was fucked up. We was at a Walgreens on the corner. I laid down in the middle of the road. Daytime. Literally like 4 p.m. And when I say South Beach was packed, it was fucking packed. People were all over the fucking place.
Take a nap?
I went to sleep. Cops walk over to us and my cousin.
Your pillow? Did you forget that?
What, my pillow? Yeah. I literally laid down in the middle, on the side of Walgreens. Cops come over to us. They ask my cousin, is he gonna be okay? Does he need help? My cousin politely says, he's gonna be fine. We're gonna take him to the room, officer. He's gonna be perfectly fine. So if y'all know, I'm skinny. I'm not even that big, but dead weight is a totally different type of weight. Dead weight. So it's like double the weight that you actually are. Probably triple. Have you ever picked up somebody that was dead, nigga? Have you ever picked up somebody that was unconscious?
I mean, when you work out, you pick up dead weight.
No, nigga, this is different when you carry the body. So my cousins had to carry me, I don't know how many blocks. They flagged somebody down. They put me in the car. The guy, they don't even know these guys. They drive us to the hotel room. They take us to the room. And this is still the Meek Mill story. I wanted to say that. So
I was about to say, you need to clarify that.
Yeah, this is still the Meek Mill story. 2012 May, 2012 South Beach. So we go back to the room. They take me into the room finally. The guys leave. Thank you very much for the help. Thank you guys. So the guys leave. About 10 minutes later, the guys come back. Knock on the door. Oh, I like that. I like how that sounded too. It sounded like a real knock. This nigga Brad's looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm trying to tell the story. So they knock on the door. My cousin answers. What's up, man? Hey, man. Your cousin left his wallet in our car. We wanted to give this back to you. For this weekend, I saved up a bunch of money. I maybe had like $400 cash in my wallet. They gave me all my fucking money back.
I would have took it.
I know you would have taken it, because I probably would have took it. These guys gave me all my fucking money back. So, of course, my cousin thanked them. They told me that later after I woke up. Whoever those guys are, appreciate you guys. So, what happened? They showed me the video. The next morning, my cousin's throat was fucked up from throwing up. We were throwing up because we were fucked up. His throat was fucked up. Oh, I seen Freddie Gibbs that night, too. I was still drunk. Went out that night. Freddie Gibbs is standing on the side of the hotel next to this Camaro. I'm like, oh, what's up, nigga? Screaming. This nigga's looking at me like I'm crazy. I dap this nigga up. He don't even say a word. I just dap him up. I keep walking. Shout out Freddie Gibbs. The next morning, my cousin's like, cuz, I need you to go to Walgreens cause my fucking throat. So he was talking, bro.
This motherfucker's animated today.
I need you to go to Walgreens cause my throat is fucked up. Cause so I said, no, I'm not trying to walk way to the Walgreens where I was just laid out on the fucking ground. I'm not trying to do that shit.
Yeah, they probably got posters up of you. Don't ride him back.
So I start walking back. I go get the medicine, whatever. I come back. I'm right by the hotel. I look. Meek Mill is walking out the store, and this is when Meek Mill's, I think his first album, Only Dreams and Nightmares, was out, and he had the Dream Chaser shit out. So I'm like, oh shit, it's Meek. So he's next to me, and I'm like, yo, what up, Meek? I put my hand out. This nigga looks at me like I'm fucking crazy. He just looks at my hand.
It might be justified. Were you wearing the same clothes as on the poster when you was laid out?
But no, I didn't even come up to him no type of way. I was just like, yo, Meek, what up? Put my hand out, shake his hand. He looks at my hand for a second. He's like with 5 guys. He looks at it, he shakes my hand, he don't say one fucking word. He keeps walking. But his boys that he was with, they was like, what up, dude? They dapped me up. Hey, what's up, nigga? How you doing? I'm good. I don't even know these niggas. They talking to me. So I'm like, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Blah, blah, blah. Meek Mill keeps walking. So I felt the type of way about that. The way y'all should have seen how this nigga looked at me. He looked at me like I was fucking crazy. And I was what? I was 20 at the time, nigga. I look young now, so I looked even younger. So I probably look like a kid then.
I mean, were you still ugly back then?
So yeah, Meek Mill. I just wanted to share that story. It's a funny story, but his charges are dropped. Congratulations, Meek Mill. Damn, we only on 16 minutes. Felt like I was talking for 30 minutes, nigga.
I feel like you was talking for 30 minutes too.
Yeah. So Meek Mill's charges are dropped. I just wanted to share that story. I'm gonna change this fucking song because I don't want to hear this shit. I fuck with Gucci. Yeah. A real nigga. Future Hendrix.
This nigga is coked up today. Man.
But speaking of Future, that's what we gonna talk about next. Perfect.
I want to hear.
And it's my collection, huh?
I want to hear about these texts.
Oh yeah, so if y'all don't know by now, Future ain't shit. He's an ain't shit motherfucker.
You can't say that.
He
about
ain't
the leader
shit.
Of the City Boys, nigga.
Future ain't shit. Future ain't shit. I fuck with him. I fuck with his music. But as personally, I would not shake Future's hand if I seen Future. The shit I did with Meek Mill, Freddie Gibbs, I wouldn't put my hand out to Future. I promise you. I promise you. Nah, I'm lying. I'm lying. Shout out my nigga Future. But so allegedly, he has another baby mama. There's a 7th woman claiming to be the father of his child. Florida woman has claims to giving birth to Future's 7th child. She went to court to ask a judge to force the rapper to claim her daughter. Eliza Seraphin, who also goes by Eliza Rain. Oh, this is the girl's name. She filed legal documents in Broward County saying that Future has not contacted her since giving birth to her now 4-month-old girl. And of course, this is all speculation. I don't know if this is all true. So there's also some text messages I wanted to read. I don't know if this is real, but we're gonna have fun with it because it's funny as fuck.
We're gonna have fun with that.
Hold up, this shit says 8th baby mama. I don't even know if these are the same 2 girls. Oh my god. So the one article I read said 7. This other article says 8. So I don't know what the fuck going on.
Crazy, bro.
This looks like a different girl. So let me see.
What it say, P?
Basically,
P, what it say?
Says basically, Future's been messing with this girl since 2015. He gave her the same ring that he gave Drake, that OVO FBG ring when they put out their mixtape together. Blah blah blah. Okay, the girl. There's a video of the girl with the ring on. She has that shit on. That shit is big as fuck. Look. And this is funny that the Future song came on next.
Yeah,
I'm on shuffle.
Ring.
Yeah, so apparently these are text messages that were released. Oh yeah, this is a different woman because this baby's name is Legend. Damn it! Look, and this is his.
The baby's name is Legend.
That's his baby picture and the baby side by side. This nigga's like, damn, they both like. Oh no, I didn't say that. The baby's cute. Babies are all cute, Brandon. Come on, man.
I didn't say anything, bro. You the one.
All right, so these are the messages. I don't know if these are real. Like I said, Future says. Let me see. I want to start. Oh yeah. This says she said 7 child. I don't know. Future has too many women. I don't know if this is the same fucking girl. So Future says my kids have regular names. Khalik is not it. She said Khalik isn't regular. It means creator in Arabic. He says that sounds like a terrorist and it's just whack. I told you how I feel about it. I'm not going to keep talking about it. I told you my input. Another message. She said, "What happened?" It just hung up. He tried to call her. She didn't answer. She said, "I hope you're not thinking about picking Magic, Pluto, or Wizard because that's not it." Because you know how Future loves to pick names like that, y'all. So she said that's not it. You're not going with, what'd she say? Magic, Pluto, or Wizard. Because he already has a son named Future, so he can't name his another son Future. So
you would name your kid any of those names? Wizard,
so he said, his response was, LOL. She said, "You're laughing, but I'm dead ass serious. What about Ace?" His response, 7. She said, "Because he's your 7th child."
He say 7 for this nigga Future.
Some more messages. He says, "I would never ever in life." You must bitch. What? Must muddy ass bitch. You so thirsty. Broke bitch. You so happy. She said, "Future, you don't have to be there. I told you I would do it on my own. And you'll be on child support, period." He said, "Definitely not my kid. Baby will never have a dad."
But he's saying about the names, and he's saying that.
So that's all I got. We don't know how true that is, but if it is true, Future, you ain't shit. And I was talking to Ryan the other day. Shout out our nigga Ryan, who was a guest on the last 2 episodes. Oh man, Future just thinks. I think Future thinks he can do whatever he want because he's a rich ass nigga, and rich ass niggas like him don't give a fuck about anything. They think this is because they have money. There's no consequences. They think the money's gonna last forever. In Future, I'm gonna be the first to tell you, I'm not a millionaire. I don't have money like you do, but it's not true. Hey man, Mike Tyson was worth how much money, Brandon? Like 300 million. He lost it all, right?
Lost it all.
Lost it all.
You're gonna get it back now, but yeah, you lost it all.
And Mike Tyson got way more money than you have ever had, probably more than you will ever have, Future.
And he's probably done more than you have.
Probably done way more than you have. And Future, you are nigga. We fuck with Future. We fuck with Future heavy. But if that shit is true, which we've seen text messages of Future, that shit, what he said, what'd he say? I'm good, love, and joy. That shit was real. So this seems like it's real. It might not be real, but we'll see. But he got 7 different kids, 7 different baby mamas. Like I was just saying, nigga, he don't even got multiple kids with one woman. He got kids with like 7. Now look like 8.
Well, the females mess with him, they know this. So.
Exactly, that's another thing.
That's
so we can't give Future too much blame because I'm pretty sure a lot of women know Future ain't shit, and if they still choose to fuck on him, that's their choice.
They choosing to fuck on him because of the check. That's all they do.
Exactly.
They want the money.
Yeah, that's true. They do want the money, but
they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, it costs $200,000 a month to take care of this child," which nowhere it costs that much to take care of a child.
All right.
They must Future just to do that, bro. So, not all the blame rests on him, but
yeah,
some of the female.
Yeah, some of the blame is on the females, but not all the blame is on Future. But Future, karma's a bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. Last thing I'm gonna say about it, karma.
What I am saying is what I do think is she was trying to not set him up, but she's trying to. In that text message, I feel like she's just trying to like facilitate, like if she had to take it to court, kind of clearing the air with her, like saying that, oh, I could do it on my own. She put that in there for a reason because she knew she would have to probably screenshot these and present it to the judge.
And she
set herself up there.
And she said, she said you'll just be on child support, like that's gonna be like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like he's gonna be like, oh, that's fine. Yeah. But yeah, so
I can't imagine paying child support for 7 kids. 7 kids. No wonder people lose music.
I think Future's gonna realize everything he did, especially with Sierra, and you see with Sierra's with Russell Wilson now, and she's happy, and they're perfectly happy, and it's a beautiful thing. I think one day he's gonna realize the mistakes he's made. I think one day he'll come out publicly when he realizes his lesson, and he'll say something about it. That's just my opinion.
Or he might not.
I think he will one day. I think one day he will. One day he will. We're judging that off of Future now. Not the Future now, yeah, he's not. But I think he'll change one day. I think one day every man realizes his mistakes at some point. Could be 20 years from now. Who knows? But I think he'll realize his mistake one day. Yeah. And he'll come out, he'll say something. That's just my opinion. And then moving on, we're still speaking of Future. Speculation that What a Time to Be Alive 2 is coming out has been amping up because what the fuck happened? Something happened. Oh, Future went on Instagram. I want to play the clip here just so y'all can hear it. Y'all might not give a fuck, but I'll cut the music back on in a minute.
Shit, that was a pretty good album.
What a Time to Be Alive? Yeah. It was okay to me. I didn't like it when I first heard it.
It
grew on me.
That's the one with Digital Dash, right?
Yeah.
Big rings.
Yeah, so Future went to Instagram, and this is the snippet he posted. You could hear Drake and him.
I know.
Not even that long. Yeah, that's it. So Future put that on Instagram. There were photos of what the fuck is that? Yeah, there were photos of Future. It looked like he was in Turks and Caicos. Yeah, he was in. No, yeah, he was in Turks. That same day, Future was in Turks on Instagram. Drake's plane was spotted in Turks. Mm-hmm. His big ass plane with the OVO shit, that was in Turks. So people think that they down there working on the project. Months ago, there was a video that Drake and Future posted up. This right here.
What's that?
They're teasing it. Drake holding up the two.
It's already cooked.
Future saying it's already
Top
done.
secret. Yeah.
Top secret with his big ass fucking ring.
FVG OVO.
Michael
So yeah. And then, of course, I talked about it last week. Drake put up the Money in the Grave video. Rick Ross. There was a score. There was a score on the scoreboard that said 9-6, which is Friday coming up. So maybe it comes out Friday. We'll see. Yeah. And there's another photo. I can't find it, but I don't even know where it's at. But I think somebody that fucks with Drake. I think his name is Oliver.
They should have released it a bit earlier though. If they was gonna release it though, the beginning.
Yeah, that
of
came out
now
2015. That came out 2015. The first one.
Yeah, they should have kind of released it a little bit.
Damn, I want to find that fucking tweet I seen. Fuck. There was a tweet that Drake's boy Oliver. I don't know if he's a producer or just Drake's friend. He put up. It looked like Drake was leaving the studio. He had a bag in his hand, and the caption that the guy put, he just put the first letter. It was 3 words, but he just put the first letter, and all the other words were like stars. So I think he was teasing the name of the project. Damn, I fucking wish I could find it. I don't remember what it's called. It was 3 words. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be called "What a Time to Be Alive" too, though. But I don't remember what the 3 words were. So it's gonna be some other shit if it does come out. So we'll see what happens with that. I think that's all we got for music. I think
it'll be good.
You think it'll be good?
Yeah.
I think it would be good too.
Drake and Future, they don't really miss like that. So.
Yeah, Drake. Like I said, first one. The first one grew on me. I didn't like it when I first heard it, but it did grow on me. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. So that's all we got for music. So next, we're going to do sports. Like I said last week, I'm going to do my NFL predictions. I'm not going to do that right now. That's going to be the last thing I do for sports. So the first thing we got, damn, I got to play another clip. So let me turn the music off for a second. So Demarcus Cousins.
Oh, shit.
We all saw what happened with him. He had an ACL injury. He's out for the season. Didn't even step on the court for the Los Angeles Lakers yet. And he got married. We said that last week too, I think. We congratulated him on getting married. He's not married to his baby mama. He's married to another woman. So there was a phone call that was released. Because I'm pretty sure that the girl made sure that she got this on video. Because you know how women are when it comes to that. So this video that was released, Demarcus Cousins, he threatened to shoot his ex-girlfriend. I'm guessing from what the video I played in a second. He was asking his baby mama of his child if his son could be at his wedding. She said no, and I'll play it.
Go shoot the ball. Go shoot the ball. All right. No, he's not coming. All right.
So that was it. Damn. So he said, I'm going to ask one more time. Can I have my son here? She was talking to the son. She said, go play with the ball. She heard the question the first time. So Demarcus asked the question again. Can I have my son here, bitch? That's not what he said. But I'm paraphrasing. She said no. She said no. He's not coming. Bitch. She responded back, bitch. If you didn't hear it, I'll play it again. No, she didn't say that. I'm joking. So she said no. He said, okay, say less. I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna pull the trigger. No, he said I'm gonna put a bullet. This is not funny. I'm just joking. But he said I'm gonna put a bullet through your fucking head. And she said, all right, cool. And that video got leaked. I think that the NBA is doing an investigation now of that whole situation. So, like I said last week, I think Demarcus Cousins got karma coming. All this shit that's going on, I think it's karma. I don't know. And if he's saying shit like that to a woman, ain't no telling what else he done said to this girl or did to this girl, in my opinion. So, I don't know, man. But
I don't know why she just couldn't let him. Not saying it's justified. I'm not saying it's justified now.
Right.
But she over here being petty, not letting him do that. Like, come on now.
Exactly.
You just let him go to the wedding. It ain't.
That's his son. He wants his son at his wedding. Like,
you don't need to be that petty. And it all goes back you having kids with people that are really not that right for you.
Yeah, with the wrong people. Yeah, with the wrong people. Just having kids with the wrong people.
You gotta know somebody before you have kids.
Exactly. Definitely gotta get to know somebody before you have kids. Let me hear it. It's not loud enough. But so yeah, prayers for Demarcus Cousins, man, because he's going through a lot. So prayers to him. Next thing we got. Damn, I gotta play another fucking clip. Let me go through. Do I have any more clips? I think this is the last one. So I want to play what Kobe said. Yes, this is the last clip I'm gonna play. So Kobe did an interview. Where he was on stage talking to some guy, and the guy asked how many rings would. Well, no, he asked.
Oh, okay.
I think he asked how great would Shaq be if he had his work ethic. He asked how great would Shaquille O'Neal be if he had Kobe Bryant's work ethic. This is what he said.
Who would Shaq be if he...
Is that on fucking Bluetooth? Bitch, I don't want on Bluetooth. Hold on.
They'll
All
still
right.
hear it.
Say what?
They'll still hear it.
Yeah, sorry. All right, here we go.
Let's see how you can answer this. Who would Shaq be if he had your work ethic?
He'd be the greatest of all time.
If Shaq had your work
He'd be the greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time by a mile.
Sure. He'd be the first to tell you that. For sure. I mean, this guy was a force like I have never seen. I mean, it was crazy. You know, a guy at that size. Generally, guys at that size are a little timid and they don't want to be tall. They don't want to be big. Man, this dude he did not care. He was mean. He was nasty. He was competitive. He was vindictive. I mean, I wish he was in the gym. I would have had fucking 12 rings.
So that's it. He said he would have 12 rings if he had Kobe's work ethic. Shaq responded on Instagram. Where is it at? He said you would have had 12 if you passed the ball more, especially in the finals against the Pistons. Hashtag facts, nigga. No, he didn't say nigga. It said facts. He said you don't get statues by not working hard because Shaq.
Stupid as hell, bro. What's wrong with you, man?
I always do
Tighten
this.
up, man.
I always do this. But Shaq said you don't get statues by not working hard because he has a statue in front of Staples Center. And then they kind of went back and forth on Twitter. And Kobe said, "There's no beef with Shaq. I know most media want to see it, but it's not gonna happen. Right. Ain't nothing but love there, and we too old to beef anyway." And Shaq said, he replied to Kobe, he said, "It's all good, bro. When I saw the interview, I thought you were talking about Dwight, however you spell his name." And he spelled Dwight's name wrong on purpose, which is childish because Shaq doesn't like Dwight Howard. And I think Dwight Howard, he came out a couple days later and he was saying, like, I don't care what Shaq said. Dwight Howard said exactly what he was supposed to say. I don't care what Shaq says. I have something to focus on this season. I don't give a fuck about what that nigga's saying. So, yeah, so Kobe and Shaq, I thought that was actually kind of funny that they said that kind of back and forth to each other. Because there was they did a sit down. I don't remember how long ago it was, but it was on TV. And they kind of talked out all their differences. So I was like, are these niggas going back to square one? Yeah, they had to sit down and they talked about all their differences. And it kind of seemed like with this, they were finna go back to square one. But obviously, that's not what happened. So shout out Kobe. Shout out Shaq. And do I agree with that? If Shaq had his word, yeah, I agree with that.
If he passed ball more?
Because, yeah, there's videos of Shaq even talking about at practice. He was like...
That's what I used to hear about. I didn't even watch ball back in, like, high school and before that, bro. But I used to hear about that. Kobe don't like passing the ball. He like that.
Well, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying that fucking... Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But I'm talking about Shaq. He was talking about practice, and he was saying, I didn't go 100% at practice. So I'll give you 100% in the game, but practice, I don't give a fuck. I'll give you 100% in the game. Practice, I'm going to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
Kobe, he going to give 110% at practice. He going to give 150% on the court in the game. Yeah, in that series against the Pistons, he could have passed the ball more because there was even another guy saying that Kobe was trying to get an MVP that series, and the Lakers lost that finals in 2004 against the Pistons. I'm just saying that for Brandon. Yeah. They lost the finals. I think that was the last year Shaq was on the Lakers. And they lost that finals. because they said he was trying to get. I don't remember that finals like that. I don't even think I was watching basketball like that back then. But I don't remember that finals. But yeah, that's what happened. If Shaq had Kobe's work ethic, he would be the greatest of all time. I agree. He would be the greatest player in NBA history. That's not even a question. Because Kobe's work ethic, I can't say that fucking word. Work ethic is unbelievable. That shit is unbelievable. So, anything you want to say?
No.
No, you sure?
Whatever you put in, you get out, man.
Yeah.
And Kobe, he was, as I stand here, I don't watch basketball like that, but you can't deny his work ethic. You can't deny how much time and effort he put into the game. Even in practice, you see clips of him like motivating people and not going easy on people.
All right.
So, yeah, that could be true. So, but like I said, it's not something like to take shots at like Shaq or anything like that. People want to make it seem like that so they can start something.
Right.
Like media always does, but it's more so just telling you and just letting everybody know if he had this down, where would we be?
Yeah. Oh, that's it? You done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So moving forward, that was basketball. So the rest I got is all football. Jadeveon Clowney, defensive end for the Houston Texans. He was traded to the Seattle Seahawks for a third-round pick for linebacker Jacob Martin and pass rusher Barkevius Mingo. I don't know if that's how you say his name. So Jadeveon Clowney is now on the Seahawks. Oh, that's fucking great for the fucking Falcons in the NFC. So Jadeveon Clowney, he's going over there. LaShawn McCoy, he was released by the Buffalo Bills, which I felt like was a surprise. And guess where the fuck he's going? He is signed not even 24 hours later after he got released. He's going to the Kansas City Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes. So, yeah. So, and he signed a 1-year, $4 million deal. So the Chiefs got even fucking better. They got a fucking probably one of the best running backs in the past 10 years. I think he has the most rushing yards out of any running back since 2010. I did see that. He has more rushing yards than anybody and since 2010. I think he's number 2 in touchdowns. He's number 1. He's number 1 in total touchdowns since 2010.
He already wasn't done fuck with before.
Exactly. So now they got a fucking great running back. And another thing I want to say, preseason is fucking over with. Thank you, God. I don't give a fuck about preseason. Never gave a fuck about preseason. But I wanted to share this stat because I thought it was kind of interesting. Since 2008, every Super Bowl winner in the preseason went at least 500 or better. So they went 2-2 in the preseason or better. Steelers 2008, 3-1 preseason. Saints 2009, 3-1. Packers 2010, 2-2. Giants 2011, 2-2. Ravens 2012, 2-2. And it continues. Seahawks 4-0. Patriots 2-2. Broncos 3-1. Patriots 3-1. Eagles 2-2. Patriots 3-1 since 2008.
Some of these games
preseason don't matter, but that's just an interesting stat.
What I'm saying is some of them they don't start their main.
No, they don't.
QB.
But everyone that's won the Super Bowl since 2008 went 2-2 or better in the preseason.
I mean, that's just a stat, man. I ain't really.
That's true. It is. I don't give a fuck about preseason.
I feel like sometimes they just be making up stats, bro.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
This is real.
I know what I'm saying is like just figuring out anything to make it a stat.
They put it out there. I wanted to read it. That's it. So, with that being said, I have my NFL predictions. So what I did was there is a website online. I did it last year just for fun.
Oh yeah, a question about that too, but we can do that later.
Yeah, we have a question about the NFL season. We'll do that in Q&A segment. I'm gonna burp, so excuse me in just a second. Ooh. So what I did, there's a website. It has every NFL game every week from week 1 to 17. You can pick every single game. It generates at the bottom everybody's wins and losses based on your picks. So I did that. I went through it very carefully. Very, very carefully. Nah, I sped through it. I ain't doing that quick. Nah, I did. I took my time. So I did that. So based on the games I picked, like I said, I picked every single game. And then week 16 and 17, I even sat there and thought about, okay, well, some of these teams are going to rest their starters if their records were this good. So I put that into play too. So I'll go through. Where is the screenshot? I'll go through the division winners. AFC North, I have the Cleveland Browns winning the AFC North. AFC South, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars winning the AFC South. AFC East, I have the New England Patriots winning that, of course. AFC West, I have the Kansas City Chiefs winning that. I'm not going to say the records because the records really don't matter. I think I think that might happen. Cleveland Browns win in the North. Jacksonville Jaguars win in the South. Patriots win in the East. Kansas City Chiefs win in the West. NFC North, I have the Chicago Bears winning that. NFC South, I have my Atlanta Falcons winning that by 1 game over the New Orleans Saints. NFC East, I have the Philadelphia Eagles winning that. And the NFC West, I have the LA Rams winning that. The teams with the best record in the league from what I picked out was the Los Angeles Rams at 14-2 in the NFC. AFC, I have the Patriots with the best record at 12-4. And based off of that, I did my playoff predictions based off everybody's seeding. So let me name the seeds. 1 seed, New England Patriots in AFC. 2 seed, Cleveland Browns, which probably won't happen, but this is all just
Speculation.
not any speculation. This is just play, pretty much. Kansas City, number 3 seed. Number 4 seed, Jacksonville Jaguars. Number 5 seed, Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 6 seed, Houston Texans. So playoff teams in the AFC, I have Patriots, Browns, Chiefs, Jaguars, Steelers, Texans. NFC, I got the, number 1 seed, LA Rams. Number 2 seed, Atlanta Falcons. Probably will not fucking happen. 3 seed, Chicago Bears. 4 seed, Philadelphia Eagles. 5 seed, New Orleans Saints. 6 seed, Packers. So NFC, we have Rams, I'm trying to go back and forth, Falcons, Bears, Eagles, Saints. I took a dramatic pause. Packers.
I had to look up. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Packers. Let me log back into this computer. So yeah, that's my playoff teams. So the teams that missed the playoffs based on my fucking predictions were in AFC was the Chargers. That's hard. The Raiders missed the playoffs. I think the only 2 teams that are surprised that missed the playoffs off of those were the LA Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. The Oakland Raiders might not be a surprise to some people. And the NFC, the Cowboys, I have them missing the playoffs. Seahawks missing the playoffs. Vikings missing the playoffs. I think that's really it. So it's not too far-fetched, honestly. But damn, computer, come on. So my computer don't want to log in. That's okay. So playoff predictions based off the seeding. Wild card, I have Kansas City versus Houston. I have Kansas City winning that. Then I have Jacksonville versus Pittsburgh. I have Pittsburgh winning that if that happens. Then I got Chicago versus Green Bay. I got Chicago winning that. Then I got Philly at New Orleans. I have New Orleans winning that. Divisional round. Based off of that, we would have New England versus Pittsburgh. I would have New England winning that and going to the conference championship again. Then we would have the Cleveland Browns at the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I have the Chiefs winning that. NFC, we got the Rams at the Saints. Well, versus the Saints. I keep saying at. I think the Saints would win that because they should have beat them niggas last year in that bullshit call. So I have the Saints going to the conference championship. Then we got Atlanta and Chicago. We would be at home. I would pick us to win that despite Chicago's great defense. They probably have the best defense in the league. So the conference championships, we would have a rematch. New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. And then we would have Atlanta versus New Orleans. I really hope that would happen. That would be fucking great. NFC Championship. Atlanta versus New Orleans. It would be in Atlanta. Sadly, damn, I don't want to answer the dude's question because I seen the question. It don't matter. I think the New Orleans Saints would beat us if that happened in the conference championship. Okay. I think the Saints would beat us and the Saints would go to the Super Bowl. And I think they're out for revenge for that bullshit call that happened against the Rams last year. So I have the Saints coming out the NFC. Kansas City, New England. I think Kansas City would get New England this year. They got way more talent than New England. New England would be at home in this game based off the seeding.
Plus, Patrick Mahomes has some experience now.
So I think the Super Bowl 54 in Miami, Florida, February 2nd, 2020. I think it will be the Super Bowl that we were supposed to get last year. Kansas City Chiefs versus New Orleans Saints. And I have the Kansas City Chiefs winning Super Bowl 54 this year, people. So that's my Super Bowl pick. Kansas City Chiefs over New Orleans Saints. I think that would be the best Super Bowl matchup this year, honestly, if you ask me. I want the Falcons to go to the Super Bowl. People, don't get me wrong. I want it to be the Chiefs and the Falcons. But y'all niggas got to show me something. Show me something, Atlanta.
They cursed.
Yeah, Atlanta is cursed. So that's my predictions. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Like I said, Super Bowl 54. I got Kansas City at New Orleans. I will revisit all of this. I even screenshotted all my records that I predicted, that I picked on the little predictor thing. And I'll look at that again, and we'll talk about it on the podcast before the playoffs start, which will be, in fucking January. So I'll come back and look at this. I'll do 3 awards predictions. I think MVP and Offensive Player of the Year are going to Patrick Mahomes. And I think Defensive Player of the Year is going to Khalil Mack, which was what happened last year. MVP went to Mahomes. I don't think Offensive Player of the Year went to Mahomes. I forgot. I think it went to Todd Gurley. But yeah, Defensive Player of the Year, Khalil Mack. And that is all I have on my NFL predictions. Any predictions you have, Brandon?
No.
No predictions at all from Brandon DeJoy. That's his last name if you didn't know.
Damn, bitch. Nobody know my last name.
But yeah, so that's my predictions. We'll see what happens. We'll revisit that before the podcast in the playoffs in January. We'll see how I did. And next, we got Shoutout segment. You got anything? I got something.
Who you got to shout out? Who you got to shout out?
I got somebody. Do you have anybody is the question.
Shout out.
So Shoutout segment.
I don't have anybody shout out.
If you don't know what the shout out,
I don't want to shout out.
If you don't know what the Shoutout segment is, we shout out any up and coming artists, anybody under the radar that we think should be looked at, any restaurant we went to, any business. I shouldn't say restaurant. Any business we went to, we did a couple restaurants. Any business we went to, anything like that. I want to shout out this guy right here. I'm going to play the part that Brandon likes that I just played earlier. This is a guy, he goes by the name of Saba.
Oh.
No. Sounds like Travis Scott right here. His name is Saba, S-A-B-A. He is featured on Revenge of the Dreamers 3 on the last song, Sacrifices. He has a verse on there. This album that I'm playing came out last year. I just came across it. It's called Care For Me. I listened to the whole album from start to finish. That shit was fucking legit. That shit was really nice. He's from Chicago. I want to say that. So check out Saba. I think he only has like 2 projects out. Let me go to his profile. Go to artist. Yeah, he has a project that he put out in 2016 called Bucket List Project. There's a song on there called Photosynthesis. That's fucking hard. I like that song. And Care For Me came out last year. So I want to shout out Saba. He was on Revenge of the Dreamers 3, like I said, on the song with J. Cole and Earth Gang, Sacrifices. So shout out Saba. That's all we got for the shout out segment. Moving on. Fuck you segment. Got anything?
Nah. Fuck you.
Nothing. I like this song. You said what?
What?
Bitch. Nothing for fuck you segment. So we got what's trending. So what is trending, Brandon? Tell me.
We gonna go for
What's trending? Now we got Hurricane Dorian first.
Oh man, they said that they upgraded to a Category 5 and hit the Bahamas. Category 5.
Category 5 now. Yeah,
now it's 4, but Category 5 hit Bahamas.
Yeah, and it is ripping through the Bahamas right now. Yeah, I'm looking at the video here.
It's a shame because that shit, Category 5, Category 3 is bad.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. So
Yeah,
you can imagine to be upgraded to a Category 5.
It's pretty bad. I think Katrina was. I don't even think Katrina was 5, was it? I think Katrina was 4.
I think it was 4.
And I was telling Brandon earlier, why the fucking worst hurricanes gotta have black names? Dorian, Katrina.
There you go.
There's another one. Are you lucky I don't know all the hurricane names?
What about Ivan?
Ivan's a Hispanic name. I don't even remember how bad Ivan was. Let me look up top 5 worst hurricanes. No, top 10. I'm gonna do top 10 because 5 ain't gonna be enough.
Katrina.
But nah, for real. Before I say this, I want to say prayers to anybody that's being affected by that because that's fucked up. Prayers to everybody. Anybody that lost anybody, condolences to families because that's fucked up. All that shit going on because you can't prevent a hurricane. That's Mother Nature. Hurricane Katrina, that's one. Irma, that's an old black lady name. Hurricane Irma, 2017.
Man, Irma could be a white name.
Irma's an old black lady name.
Bruh, it could be a freaking white lady name.
Harvey.
Harvey is a Caucasian name.
Andrew. Can go both ways. I know a black Harvey. And I'm pretty sure there's black Andrews out there.
Are you saying about
Sandy.
Steve Harvey?
That's an old white lady name. I mean, old black lady, not white. Damn it. Black lady. Sandy's black on SpongeBob. Sandy is black. Hurricane Wilma.
Bro, she's a squirrel, bro. She don't have a...
Hurricane Wilma. Black name. Wilma. I don't give a fuck about Wilma from the Flintstones. Wilma is a black name. Hurricane Rita, 2005. I know a Rita I used to work with. She was black.
Bro, it could go either way. What are you...
Florence, 2018. That is a black name.
Think of my grandma's name is Florence. She's Indian.
So it's black. What else?
What are you talking about?
Hurricane Isaac, 2012. Isaac Hayes is a black man.
Bro, are you... Isaac Newton.
Fuck Isaac Newton, nigga. What else we got?
Fuck up.
So pretty much, Hurricane Dennis, 2005.
Bro, we got to make a whole topic out of this bullshit, bro.
Hurricane Matthew, 2016.
Bro, next question, bro.
Okay, so yes, condolences to anybody that's lost anybody. I don't know. I think they're saying that it's supposed to miss Florida. And even my family in South Florida. I asked my dad. I think he said it's supposed to go. I think it is supposed to turn to the Carolinas. So.
Yeah, it's supposed to go from Florida.
And Boynton is
coast of Georgia.
And Boynton's right there on the edge. But they've been through a bunch of hurricanes, and they be acting like they don't give a fuck. So they really. And you see my dad's house, nigga. That shit is not big. Well, it's small. It's like a fucking house in Haiti. It's small. It looks like that. No, I mean it looks like that. Shit's small. So. What else we got? Brian, you want to talk about the North Carolina mass shooting and the West Texas shooting? That is what's trending. Go ahead.
Let's do the West Texas. Apparently, the troopers that were trying to pull over a man who was, I guess he was speeding or whatnot, and he shot at the Rangers, the police officers that were pulling him over. He ended up taking them on kind of a chase. So he ended up shooting 7 people on this rampage. 7 people and injuring 22 people, including he injured a 17-month-old girl. 17-month-old girl. But they shot him in a movie theater parking lot. They ended up killing him. But he went on a rampage. He had ammunition. He had guns. He just went on a rampage. He killed these people.
Nigga say he just went on a rampage.
And a couple people, I guess, media outlets, they were saying that he had kind of signs of like him doing this kind of shit. He used to threaten his neighbors with like a firearm. One time, just because the trash was over in his yard or some shit like that. And when his neighbor said that she used to see him, there used to be some like kind of like lookout on top of his house. And he used to shoot at animals and go and retrieve their bodies and take it back into his house or some shit. What kind of shit is that, bro? That's some sadistic shit.
And that
right there is a sign right there that you got somebody with a fucked up mentality right there.
You said that was in Texas or Carolina?
That was in
Texas?
Yeah, West Texas.
Wow. And then what happened in Carolina? Because I didn't even hear about that.
In Carolina, high school student, he just started his first year at college. At High Point University.
So he's a high school student or he's a college student?
He's a college student.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He started his first semester at High Point University in North Carolina. Apparently he'd been researching mass shootings previously. And he had rounds of like ammunition and 2 guns in his car. If he got into a fraternity, or if he didn't get into a fraternity, he was planning on killing his roommate and a few other people.
They asked him this and he told them?
Yeah, he confessed to this. And his roommate gave away too. His roommate told this too. That if he didn't get into the fraternity, he would kill his roommate and then kill a whole bunch of people. He would.
Damn. How long is the roommate his friend or just a roommate?
It didn't really say. It just says.
And what are the race of both of these gentlemen?
What?
What is the race of both of these gentlemen? Do you know?
The Caucasian.
What's their names?
Paul Seber.
Oh, that's a white man. And the other guy?
I don't know what his roommate is.
We probably be sounding racist on this shit. We're not racist. We have white friends. We love white people. Some of the shit we be saying, especially when it comes to the shooting shit, it's just
talking about doing a mass shooting. He was learning how to conduct a mass shooting. All this kind of signs, y'all should take it as it is. If you see this kind of shit, don't take it as a joke. You can't take it as a joke nowadays. This kind of shit. Planning a mass shooting, come on now. He had rounds, ammunition, 2 guns in his car, more guns at his house, his dorm. Just plan this shit. For what reason? Because you didn't get in a fraternity? Come on now.
This mass shooting shit ain't never gonna stop. We keep talking about it.
And look, he's studying the past shooters too. That's a red flag right there. If you're always talking about that shit, nah, shit ain't cool. But at least one was prevented for him. The other one, man, he killed 7 people. You can't do anything.
Oh, I think I did see one of these because I was gonna say I saw a shooting the other day. No, nigga, I don't think it was either one of those. I think it was another one. I hope it was another one, but
man, they got too many coming up.
Probably was, yeah. It's that's the sad part about it. You can't even keep up with these shits no more.
Because it happens every day. Pretty soon everybody gonna stop paying attention to it and they're gonna be like, oh, another mass shooting. That's how they are right now. Yeah. It's become so,
Common.
Yeah.
What did I have here? Yeah, so prayers anybody that was affected by that. Condolences to any families, anybody that lost anybody for Hurricane Dorian and the North Carolina shooting and the West Texas shooting. The North Carolina one, did he kill anybody, or he just got
caught him before they?
Okay, so well, good thing that happened. Yeah. So
if you see any signs of that kind of stuff, you report.
Yeah, report that shit, because you could save a lot of lives. Little do you know, you could save many fucking lives. So moving on, what's trending still? We have Kevin Hart. He was reportedly in a car accident. I'll read the article. It says one of Kevin Hart's classic cars ended up in a ditch in the Malibu Hills after veering off the road. TMZ has learned in looking at the damage, it's a miracle he and 2 other people in the vehicle survived. The accident happened just before 1 a.m. Sunday on the winding and treacherous, I don't know how to say this highway, but it's a highway in LA. Crash scene video obtained by TMZ shows Kevin's Plymouth Barracuda deep in a gully about 10 feet off the road. The car smashed through a wooden fencing along the roadside, and you could see the roof was completely crushed by the impact. Cops have confirmed the vehicle belongs to Kevin, but they tell us he was not driving at the time of the accident. There were 2 other people in the car, including the driver, and cops say Kevin and the driver both suffered major back injuries. The third person is a woman who did not require hospital treatment. Police say the driver had not been drinking. And I just saw this a little while ago. It says Kevin Hart reportedly underwent back surgery. He's expected to make a full recovery. He was rushed into surgery after the car accident. Sources close to Kevin confirm his surgery was successful. He'll remain in the hospital for a few days to recover. So prayers to Kevin Hart. Hopefully he does make a speedy recovery. Prayers to the other 2 people as well, even though I think they said the girl wasn't treated at the hospital. His car was fucked up. You see the pictures of the car, nigga? Yes, his car was fucked up. Surprised he survived that shit for real. Imagine we would have lost Kevin Hart. Oh man. Yeah, people would have been. I don't even think Kevin Hart is funny as he used to be, but regardless, he's a legend. He's a legend. He's a legend. That's just facts. Not even just off his stand up alone. His movies too. He has funny movies too.
A lot of stuff you do out there, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah. So thank God we didn't lose him. Thank God nobody died in this situation. So prayers to Kevin Hart.
Maybe the road conditions on the road as well, because they said no alcohol in the driver's system. So
right. Next we got a story on Judge Mathis. Judge Mathis, I'm pretty sure everybody knows Judge Mathis. He's being investigated for allegedly spitting in a valet attendant's face.
That's real nice.
Let me see. One of our favorite TV judges is being accused of spitting in a valet attendant's face in Detroit, and now authorities are investigating. Judge Mathis pulled up to Flood's Bar and Grill in his Rolls Royce last week. He went to pick up his whip to leave. Things apparently got a little crazy. The valet attendant reportedly had Judge Mathis's keys in his pocket while he went out to retrieve another car, making the judge wait about 10 to 15 minutes. When the valet finally returned, Judge Mathis allegedly cussed the guy out, giving him a lecture in front of his co-workers and customers, and spit in his face. So, I think we talked about this before, spitting in people's face.
It's disrespectful, bro.
Who were we talking about when we said that?
I don't know.
It was like one of the first 2 episodes.
I don't know. Somebody spit in somebody's face.
Yeah, somebody did. But yeah, disrespectful. Judge Mathis. Stop spitting in niggas' faces, nigga. You a judge. If somebody did that and it came in your courtroom, you would fucking... What would he do? Go crazy, probably go off on the nigga. You see how these judges be going crazy over everything on their fucking TV show to make entertainment. He probably fucking would say all type of wild shit to fucking whoever did that. So
stop spitting in people's faces. I don't know why you had to do all that.
Yeah, you didn't have to do all that, Judge Mathis. So
I understand you mad, but you don't have to do all that.
I spit in Judge Mathis' face, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
You spit in Judge Mathis' face, they hanging you, nigga, cause you Indian.
Shut your ass up.
And the last thing we got for what's trending, this is a video I saw on Facebook. I can't show you guys the video. I don't even want to play it. There is a suspect in a triple homicide in Pennsylvania County. 19-year-old Matthew Bernard. He ran towards an officer in the video. He's naked. He's running around in the video. The cop is running away from the naked man. And this is a guy who is a suspect in a triple homicide. Oh, maybe he didn't kill the people. He's a suspect. But I think he probably is the one that killed the 3 people. So there's a video. Check it out online if you haven't seen it. The cop is literally running away from this white guy who is a suspect in a triple homicide. The cop is not even trying to shoot him. He's trying to pepper spray him. The guy then goes over to a church's caretaker and starts choking the caretaker next to his car. And the cop, this is all on camera. And the cop still doesn't shoot him. I think he tries to pepper spray him, and I think he tries to stun gun him. I might be incorrect, but I know he's trying to pepper spray him.
Yeah, he's trying to pepper spray him.
And the guy's running away from the suspect. Let that have been a black nigga. He would have been shot, especially when he put his hands on the caretaker. He would have been fucking dead. They would have shot this nigga in the head multiple times. Multiple times.
Where does it take place at? Where is that? Texas?
I don't know. It don't say. Pennsylvania County. Let me look it up.
He would have been done if it was
Pennsylvania
American.
County is where?
That's fucked up. In the video, he just run away from the cop.
It's in Virginia.
He would have been. Oh, in Virginia of all places? Them cops out there, they don't play. But apparently they do. They playing around with him.
Yeah.
Playing tag and shit.
Check out the video.
So
definitely.
he's suspected? He didn't really. He's just suspected of
Just
doing
says suspect in triple homicide.
it? You're-
But regardless,
Yeah, you're a suspect in, triple homicide. That's not really something to be
they're
taken lightly.
they're killing black men over selling cigarettes, bro. And this guy's a suspect. I'm not saying they should have killed this guy. I'm not saying I don't ever want to say I wish death upon somebody. I'm just saying the circumstances would have been totally different in this video if the guy was a black man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's it. So that's all we got for what's trending, because we just hit an hour. Surprisingly, because it ain't even seem like we've been talking for an hour. Just been talking, nigga. See how this goes when you just talk.
Shut up.
Have fun.
Shut up.
Put a little pep in your voice. You see how much fun I'm having doing this podcast.
You look like you had a lot of fun. Nostrils
This
flaring and
nigga,
shit.
I've never done coke in my life. This nigga is Oh, what we got? Entertainment. We got one thing for entertainment, then we got the Q&A segment. So for entertainment, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. We got if you haven't seen Dave Chappelle's new Netflix special, it is out. It is called Sticks and Stones.
Didn't you say it wasn't funny, right? That's what you said?
No, I never said that. This nigga is a liar. That shit is actually hilarious. I watched it. Me and my baby, we actually went to go see it. We didn't know it was gonna be the Netflix special. It didn't even have a name at the time. We just went. We seen Dave Chappelle a couple years ago, and then when we saw that he was coming again, we went to this one, and it was the same show. I saw cameras were in there and shit. There was like cameras flying over our head, but I didn't think he was gonna do a Netflix special out of it. So even when I was there, when I came back, I think I told you, B. I was like, yo, this nigga be saying some wild fucking shit, bro.
Yeah, he don't give a shit.
This nigga be saying some it was funny though. Like, yo, this nigga really be saying some wild shit.
Yeah.
And then even watching it again the other night, I was reminded exactly what I said. Like, yo, this nigga.
I gotta look at it and see what you said.
Yeah, Brandon hasn't seen it, so take my review. It is amazing. It's funny. It's pretty funny. I think his funniest stand up was
fucking gums and shit, bro.
I think his funniest stand up was Killing Them Softly. I think that's his funniest one.
Yeah, that shit was pretty funny.
That to me, that is Dave Chappelle's fun. If you never seen a Dave Chappelle stand up and you ask me which one to watch first, I would tell you to watch Killing Them Softly.
That's up there with
Eddie Murphy.
shit.
Yeah. Eddie Murphy shit. Yeah, Raw, Delirious. Yeah. So check out Dave Chappelle's Sticks and Stones. It's on Netflix now. It's fucking hilarious. I think it's only an hour long. He speaks about LGBT community. He speaks about fucking what else? Just watch it. I can't think of everything else. He speaks about R. Kelly. That shit was fucking funny. Macaulay Culkin, Michael Jackson, all that shit, and he don't give a fuck about anything or anybody. He does not give a fuck. So, Dave Chappelle, top 5 comedian all time? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Top 3?
Richard Pryor.
Is he top 3?
Yeah.
Is he top 2? Who's the best comedian of all time?
I don't know. I'd probably say. I don't know. Eddie Murphy was pretty funny, man.
Yeah, and Eddie Murphy has multiple.
I don't like Cat Williams like that.
Yeah, I don't like him like that. He's had some funny shit though. Cat Williams has some funny ass shit. But
People will put Cat Williams in there, but I'd say Eddie.
He's not top 5. He's funnier than Cat Williams. I don't even think they like each other. I never watched Richard Pryor like that. I've never went back and looked at his old shit like that, so I don't know. His jokes were a little. And back in the day, there wasn't like, I don't know. You can't. It's like shit going on now is funnier than shit that was going on back then to me.
they had no kind of filter back there. Everybody wasn't insensitive back then, though.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. But Dave Chappelle don't give a fuck about none of that. So
yeah,
so check out Dave Chappelle, Sticks and Stones, out now. Last thing we got, Q&A segment. Are you ready?
Yeah, let me do the first one, I guess. All right.
Like we said before, any Q&A question that you have, send that to askinsensitivepod@gmail.com. No I in insensitive. I'll let Brandon. We got 2 questions we'll answer, so go ahead with the first one.
All right, first one is from Joanna Moan.
What did Joanna say?
She said, "Hey guys, you can call me Jay. I think you guys are doing a great job with the podcast." Smiley face. I can't say smiley face. Okay, smiley face. I just had a question about how long you should wait before having sex with someone that you are dating. I think a lot of people have a different answer, and there is not one set time frame. Thanks.
So what she say to call her? Jay?
Yeah, Jay. Oh, she put there's not one set time frame.
She said there's not one set time frame. Okay, well, Jay, first of all, proofreading is a must. Proofread your messages before you send them to us, otherwise you will get cracked on. Anyone else that has a question going forward, you will get cracked on. And another thing, why are you being called Jay and your name is Joanna? Jay is a guy's name. I'm sorry. This is the Insensitive Podcast.
Watch. Nobody gonna send us questions now. Watch.
Right. I'm sorry, Joanna. But what? Okay, so she wants to know, Joanna. I'm sorry. I'm just playing. Please don't be sensitive, even though this is the Insensitive Podcast. What she say? How long should you wait to have sex with somebody that you're dating?
Yeah.
It all depends on what you feel, Joanna. To me, in my opinion, it all depends on what you feel. If you feel like you want to get that pussy up the first night, give it up. If that's what you feel. If that's what you feel, give it up. It all depends on you, in my opinion. I don't think there's a wrong answer to this question because everybody's different. People marrying motherfuckers a week after knowing them. So, I mean, it all depends on you. If you want to be called a hoe, I mean, if you don't want to be called a hoe, then wait. I mean, there's a lot of females that have morals that are going to wait till like the 3rd or 4th or 5th day.
It goes down to the person. What's your preference? Do you want to just fuck around or do you want to find somebody serious?
Yeah, it all depends on you. I mean, we grown. Me and Brandon 27. Excuse me.
Whoa, I'm not 27.
Me and Brandon are 27. We grown. I'm pretty sure you're grown, Joanna. You're a grown woman. It all depends on you. Whatever you feel like.
Trying to do, it just depends on you.
What Drake said, first night she gonna let me fuck cause we grown. That's all I mean.
It's up to you.
It's all on you.
If you want something long term, wait and see the investment because see what's gonna happen when you put that time in.
All right.
Not just.
But if you're trying to get it all depends too. Gauge the guy. Do you think when you gauge him and you talk to him, do you think that's all he wants to do is just fuck? If that's the case, don't give it up. No matter how bad, if that nigga get you horny at the end of the night or the day and you like, damn, I want to so bad, but I can't give it up. It's just too early. Then don't do it. Don't do it. If that's all it seems like he want to fuck, but. If a nigga's patient and nigga acting like he don't care, a lot of niggas act like they don't care because they like, if I act like I don't care, she gonna give it up. So it just depends on you. It depends on what you gauge out of the man. Depends on what you want to do, Joanna. Excuse me, Jay. So
here, read the second one. That's it for the first one. Read the second one.
All right. So the second one is a sports question. Like we said earlier, this guy says, "What up, guys? My name is Demetrius. I have a quick sports question since you said you were doing NFL predictions last week. What is your outlook for the Falcons this season? Playoff appearance, Super Bowl, no playoffs?" That was it.
I think they'll make the playoffs, but I don't think.
Yeah, we'll make the playoffs. And I said, the record thing I did, we ended up going 13-3, which I don't think will happen, which is the number 2 seed. Being realistically, I don't think that's gonna happen. But I picked all the games, so I mean. That's just based off the games I think we'll win or lose. I definitely think we'll make the playoffs. I think in the predictor too, I had us winning the NFC South by 1 game over the Saints. I think the division will be that close. I think it'll be between us and the Saints. But I think realistically, I think the Saints will win the NFC South. Just being real, not even just going off the game predictor thing. I think the Saints will win our division. I think we'll make the playoff, Demetrius. Me and Ryan, man, we still talk about the Super Bowl till this fucking day. And that shit was fucking 3 years ago.
Was it 3 years already?
That was 3 years ago, nigga.
Damn, y'all trash.
The thing I'm gonna say, man, we know how to fuck up. We know how to fuck up.
Whether it's celebrating too early, bad defense.
We know how to fuck up. I hope we go to the Super Bowl. Like I said, I hope it is Kansas City and Atlanta and Miami. And if we do make the Super Bowl, best believe I'm going down to Miami. I'm not going to go to the game, but I'm going to go down there for a fact because I'm from down there. So I'll definitely go down there. I want us to go to the Super Bowl, man. I want us to win the Super Bowl. That year that we went to the Super Bowl and played the Patriots, I went to all the playoff games except the Super Bowl. I went to the game when we beat Seattle. We blew Seattle out, and then I went to the NFC Championship game. No, Nick, I'm talking about the game that I went to in the playoffs. Not that shit. I know what you're talking about. That was when we lost to the fucking 49ers. I went to the divisional game when we played Seattle.
That was playoff time, though, right?
Yeah. And then I went to the NFC Championship game. Ryan was with me, too. It was me, Ryan, and another boy. And my girl, we went to the NFC Championship game where we blew the Packers out. And it didn't even seem real, bro. When we won that game, when we went to the Super Bowl and all the confetti and shit, it didn't even seem real. Because me and Ryan were looking at each other, and we're huge Falcons fans. We were like, bro, this shit don't even seem real, dog, that we can go to the Super Bowl. And we're looking at these niggas on the field. And it's like, bro, this shit don't even seem real. And you know why it didn't seem real? Because 2 weeks later, we fucked it all up. So, yeah, great job. That shit was, oh my God. That shit's fucking terrible, bro. But,
see where it goes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Like I said, I hope we go to the Super Bowl. I don't think we will, though. I think it's going to be New Orleans and Kansas City, honestly. Not even based off none of the prediction shit I did. I think it's going to be New Orleans and Kansas City. That's the best team out the NFC to me, and that's the best team out the AFC to me. I was talking a couple weeks ago about the Patriots, who's going to beat the Patriots, because they got an easy-ass division. They're going to win at least 10 games every year. They're going to make the playoffs. They're probably going to get home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But we'll see what Kansas City does. But I think Kansas City is really the only team that can beat them. You add LaShawn McCoy in there, that just skyrockets them to another level as well. With Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, they got Tyrann Mathieu added to their defense. Their defense is already good. So I think Kansas City will do it this year. I think they'll beat New England. And so yeah, we'll see what happens though. As far as the Falcons, Demetrius, like I said, we'll see, bro. If I had to give a realistic prediction, I say we go to the playoffs and lose in the playoffs. That's just my opinion. And that's it. It's 2 questions.
Demetrius probably cussing at you right now.
Yeah, I'm just being real, Demetrius. And then when we talk about the Falcons when the season starts, oh yeah, I want to say that this Thursday, season opens. Green Bay at Chicago. I like Chicago in that game. They're at home and they have the best defense in the league. I like Chicago in that game. I can't wait. That's this Thursday. Season starts. And then on Sunday, we get all the other week 1 games. Like I said, if you guys are trying to come to my barbecue NFL opener, message me. Let me know. Shit is going down. Shit'll be fun. I think that's all we got, man. You got anything else you want to say?
Yeah.
How was your week, Brandon?
Yeah, it was alright.
The week just started. I should have said, how was your previous week? You been alright? You been
alright, bro. Just been chilling.
Just been chilling, huh? Let me turn off this nigga Mac Ayers. Go check out that new Mac Ayers album if you haven't already. Bitch ass nigga.
We start paying for advertising.
This bitch ass nigga Joe Budden want to talk about fucking Mac Ayers and his fucking podcast now. I get no credit. Because I'm nobody, so it doesn't matter.
Yet.
Yeah, yet.
We will be.
Yeah. Anything else? Anything you want to ask me? You ain't gonna ask me how my week was, you little bitch?
I don't really care, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that's all we got, everybody. If you made it this far, we appreciate you listening.
Make sure you like, subscribe.
Yep,
hopefully
subscribe.
our Apple stuff will go through in the next couple days.
Yeah, we submitted that, so that's gonna hopefully come through in the next couple of days.
And the video is coming soon still.
Yeah, video will be coming soon. We said we were gonna do the Apple thing first, so
right.
We'll let you know on social media and on whatever episode that is and when that's finally up. Like, subscribe, comment on the video on YouTube, comment on SoundCloud too. I saw somebody commented on 2 of our videos, but I can't see what the comments are on SoundCloud. It won't show me.
Probably says, Pernell, you sound ugly.
That's probably some spam shit or something because it won't even let me see it. But that's all we got, people. Till next time, we'll be back next week for episode 11. We've been going consistently for 10 straight weeks. It's almost 12 weeks will be 3 months. It's almost 3 straight months now.
Yeah.
We gonna keep going, yo. So
I don't really like you, but that's what we gotta do.
So yeah, thank y'all for listening, man. Like, subscribe, comment, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. All that will be in the description tab on YouTube and SoundCloud. We will see you guys next week.
All right, y'all.
Adios.